So today, for anybody who has bought any of these Sonoff Wi-Fi relay type switches off some of the Chinese sellers, and even some sellers in the UK are selling these now. Not a lot of people know, but you can actually hook these straight into the Home Assistant that comes with Android. So you don't need to buy any fancy Alexa or Dot devices to be able to use these just by talking to your phone, which is really cool. So I didn't realise this when I first bought them. It was only after messing around with Home Assistant that I realised that these were actually compatible with it. So I've just got a sample of the products here. I've bought these myself. I haven't been sent them as a sample or anything, so I can give you an unbiased opinion on them. And so far I have been using them, I think it's 3 weeks in total now, and so far they've been really flawless. They haven't had any problems with them whatsoever. So in total I've got 4 of these little single relays, which are just controls one device, but you do have to wire them up, so you have to do a bit of wiring there. You've got I've got one of these Sonoff Duals, which allows you to control 2 devices in one little unit, which I'm planning on using actually for some outside lights later in the year. And then I've also got 4 of these, just wait for the camera to focus. So I've also got 4 of these indoor plugs, which actually do have a UK plug in them, and which I got from a Chinese seller for £4.50, which is, I think, an unbelievable deal for something this useful. So let's talk about the Home Assistant now. Right, so the first thing you're going to need to do is open Home Assistant, and the way that you do that is you hold down the Home button, which is the circular Android button. Keep it pressed down and you'll get into the Home Assistant. Keep pressing on the top right until you get into the settings menu, and then select settings, and then this gets you into the home control setting in Android. So in here it says you haven't added any devices yet, and I haven't got any other devices added. So with the Sonoff devices, you'll have already set up your account on EV-Link through the EV-Link app, and you'll see the Smart Wii Link option here. So add that, and then it will start to ask you for your credentials at EV-Link, so just the email address and password. So I've skipped past this bit because I don't want to give you my details. So once you've added in your EV-Link account, you'll get into this menu here, and just like magic you'll see all your Sonoff devices assigned there. And what you can do is you can start to assign them into rooms, and you can give them different names and so on. And you'll want to call them something that's relevant. So say if you want to control the lights in the bedroom, you can say turn off bedroom, or if you want to turn off your TV lights, for example, or something, you can say turn off TV plugs. So give them logical names that make sense, and which are actually easy for the Home Assistant to understand you in as well, because sometimes if your accent is a bit off, it won't understand what you're saying. So that's it. It's as simple as that. Just add it in there and you're ready to start controlling your devices using your voice. Okay Google, switch on desk.
Sure, turning on the desk plug.
Okay Google, switch off desk.
Okay, turning off the desk plug.
So one of the big questions about these is going to be, are they actually safe to use around the home, considering they'll be powering some of your electrical equipment? And on the basis of a video that was done by a YouTuber called John Ward, who did a teardown video, it seems like the quality of these is pretty good. He was able to show that the spacing between the neutral and live tracks is very reasonable, and he also powered one of the relays to destruction with a very high current, and showed that it didn't actually catch fire, but it did start to break down once he pushed it beyond the limits of what it's intended to do. So if you stay within the current ratings that are listed in these little items, then I think you should be fine. One other point to note here is that you actually need to have Android 6.0 or higher on your device to be able to run Home Assistant. So that's Android Marshmallow. So just make sure you've got that and this should work fine. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos on these Sonoff devices.